Why is my Discord crashing? Yo. 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 Yo, yo, yo. Boys. I am on top of the world right now. I am on cloud 9. I am on absolute cloud 9, baby. Sunderland has just signed France's next left back. Dame Italy. Dame Italy. Brother, we've been after that dude for like the last 3.5 weeks. Oh my gosh. That's insane. Romain Mundle, brand new contract. Romain Mundle almost scoring on a free kick right after his new contract. Tobby looks excellent. Talby looked excellent. Enzo Lefebvre is a disgusting footballer. Oh my goodness. The things he can do on a ball is disgusting. Are we getting the 85 times 10 unlimited today? Yes, sir. That is what the leakers have said. And they were right yesterday. Giannis, up those frauds, baby! Pulverize Lincoln. Anti-football club. Got what they deserved. Oh, wait, no, that's C-Barbs. That's not you, Giannis. My bad. That's C-Barbs, who's the Burrow fan. Boys, how many Footies Team of the Season's FOFs do you have ready? Dude, let's go! Gold! Guys, look at my dupe storage right now. 80 with the packs included. So if I go off of what... Let's take a look at what we have. You have 50 Team of the Week packs ready to go? Look at my dupe storage. We got an hour to fill this up. Ready? So 10, 20, 30, almost 40. There's a few cards in there that don't fit. Then FOFs. I would say like 52 or 53 of the spaces. Isn't that crazy? So we have basically over 50 85 10s ready to go. Not to mention, guys, we have a couple Team of the Week upgrades. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention yesterday. We got a couple Team of the Week upgrades. Just a few. Made 250 Team of the Week packs yesterday. Did you need a magnifying glass to see that number, brother? Why is it so low? Why is mine so low? Why are we at over 500? Absolute fraud menu grinders we are. Alright, let's spam the 8790s as well. See if we can get some more in here. 100 more than when I left? Dude, we went crazy. Are you going to try the Footies R9? We're going to pack the Footies R9. We're going to try them after we get them in the 8510 today. Guys, also too, early stream today. Usually we're live a little after new content on Saturdays and we do a long stream. But I won't be able to do a stream later today. So we are doing one now through new content. And then we'll be live probably an hour-ish, hour and a half maybe, past new content. And then we'll have a 8510 video go up. Also too, in regards to the crafting upgrade. If you guys have repeatable footies provisions saved up and you guys can span these in with like 8510s and stuff, you don't really have to make too many crafting upgrades, but some of you guys kept asking about it yesterday. I have no issue with people using gold commons for the 80 plus times 5 crafting upgrade. If you want, I would just ask yourself the question, what are you doing them on? If you're doing them on like companion app, let's say, you don't care about an SBC ban on there for those, make a crap ton of them if that makes you feel better, but you can mix a ton of those in with other parts of the grind with like the different ratings, especially the 87 to 90 times 3s. You're a Barca fan, dude? I know, it's C-Barbs who's the Burrow. I messed that up. Granit Xhaka. Dude, Fabrizio has been not a Sunderland fan all season. Getting every deal and thing wrong. And finally, we got it done. Now he just needs to pass the medical. On reports from France and elsewhere regarding Lanintele Metale, Sunderland sources are aware the story has broken, no denial as yet, which would usually be fairly forthcoming if the information was wide of the mark. Not confirmation, but worth noting. Okay, so the deal's not official yet. So I can't get too excited yet. When's Rodri coming to you guys? Hopefully never. He's going to just stay in England at Sunderland. He wants to play Europa League. Now Sunderland just has to sign a right winger. Hot take, though. I don't think Sunderland should splurge 30, 40 mil on a winger when Tobby's going to be absolutely insane. Rodri comes so he can play with the best midfielder in the world. Pedri Gonzalez. The best midfielder in the world is actually Noah Siddiqui. Bannon with maybe the miss of the season. Oh my goodness. What a miss. Is Burrow top of the league now? How the other games go? Burrow won. Bolton beat Preston. Up those frauds. Millwall beat Bristol. Excellent. Charlton beat Derby. Whatever. Burrow beat Lincoln. Up those frauds. West Brom beat Norwich. QPR beat Portsmouth. W. Did Sirkin play? Was he an option off the bench? Or not yet? Doesn't look like he was. And then Swansea beat Stoke. Dude, is Stoke ever going to get out of the championship? The answer is yes. It's going to be League One. I might be at 300 plus when content drops. You probably will be. QPR's top of the league. They scored 3. Look at that, guys. Southampton already in relegation. Wait, Southampton got a point deduction? When did that happen? They have a minus 4 points to start the season. Barca should sign Brian Brobby. 50 million, so we swap. 50 mil might get you like his right pectoral muscle. It is 100% 85 times 10 repeatable. The same way it was confirmed 84-10 repeatable from the leakers, they're saying this is confirmed as well. EA can change it last minute, but as of now, it's scheduled to come out at new content. Unlimited repeatable. Also, too, for those of you trying to figure out what those reports of bans were last night, it looks like it got narrowed down to gameplay and trading related bans in the automated system that EA has. So it had nothing to do with Foot Genie Pale Tools extensions. Oh, you're right. It was the spine incident. Yes, I completely forgot about that, to be fair. Dude, yeah. Guys, if you don't know, the championship's the best league in football. Like, Prem's fun to watch. Bunch of top 5 leagues are fun to watch, but the championship is by far the most entertaining. My goodness. Foot Genie says I spent 53.2 mil SBC fodder in the last 4 days. Nice. Imagine if EA changed the repeatable to 20. They say it comes out next week. I mean, to be fair, that's what I originally thought it would be. I thought they'd up it, but we'd get the unlimited a week after the 8410 unlimited, but I mean, I'm not complaining with back-to-back days. Some just have 287 to 90s ready to spam. So many provisions down, so I'm gonna spam those. Now I get FOFs, re-spamming back into the provisions. We're gonna test today with the 8510s. How often I should be making 3 times 87 to 90s, because the 85s we get from that will be easily able to craft a ton. But the question is going to come down to, is it even going to be needed at that point? We shall see. Also, too, supposedly the 84 1 of 5 plus player pick. 84 plus 1 of 5 player pick is coming back once the 85 expires. So that's only going to be 4 rares if it's the same requirements. So it's going to be even more easy to get fodder from the player pick with how much it costs. Put Genie main page on phone before you launch web app. You know what EA should do? EA should pick one of the extensions and offer them like a contract or like partnership with EA. That'd be sick. They have to include certain things. They can't include other things. When is the 99 times 10 unlimited coming? It's out right now. It's called the bronze pack method. Open a single bronze pack and you get basically all 99s in it. Will there be a Team 5 this year? I believe preseason starts next week. I could be wrong though. Which preseason, do they re-release everything? That'd be wild if they do. Imagine all the footies and packs, all the FOFs. Imagine all the promo cards that have ever come out. Spam like 45, 87 to 90s and only got 4 inform cards using the packs later. FOFs, you mean? Player picks are going to be the best chance of getting something right now. What do you do with your gold commons? I mainly put them into rating requirement SBCs. So the main one I do is the 3 times 87 to 90. And then the 8410 now going to be the 8510. You can make crafting upgrades. I would just do it on something you don't mind getting SBC banned on. If you plan on making a ton. Because you don't want that on your main thing you're using. So if you're mainly using the web app, I wouldn't make like 50 in a row on there. I'd use other things. I'd use companion app. If you have PS4 and PS5, I'd choose one for that, and then... Why don't you do the 1 of 387? Just same, not better. You only can do it, what, 5 times a day? And you're getting the same things anyways. You're just putting in 11 rares to get the same promo cards popping up. I mean, you can do it 5 times a day, but then you can't do it after that. Unless they changed it to unlimited and I didn't see it. Preseason last year, it was just batch 4 with all the footies and packs. Team seasons coming into packs just means 85 10% only. Hopefully remove the SBC ban. Won't happen. And you can just get Foot Genie and make thousands. The nice thing is, though, I don't know if it's been this way for you guys. The quality of SBCs that I've been doing more consistently has gone up. And the drop rate of footies, team of the seasons, just feel phenomenal. So, like, even if we're still dealing with SBC bans, I feel like I get SBC banned on some things, but switching back and forth, I've had no issues grinding as long as I want. What's yours up, buddy? There we go. Another footies. Up to like 53 now in the dupe storage alone. T minus, what, 45 minutes till new content, guys? Why does everyone use Foot Genie and not Pale Tools? Because for particularly what people are looking for, Foot Genie, I'd argue, gives better options. But both are wonderful. Cruyff! Wrong one, EA. I want a Dupe 99, Cruyff. Oh, wait, he's not even in packs anymore, is he? Pale Tools for me is better, but I don't know. I mean, it depends what you're using, too, right? If you're using the free version of each, it's probably, you feel Pale Tools is better. If you're using the paid version of Foot Genie, in my opinion, nothing comes close to that. Decided to build out 100 Team of the Weeks and 100 84 10s. I'll just open all of them to supply 85 10s along with some lower rated gold commons. I have them club already. Nice. Yo, what's the method? Just say the bare bones. The bare bones are covered in the menu grind video. Feel free to take a look at that if you're looking for step-by-step tutorials, Tulu. The basic right now, though, is do your dailies and you should have no issues running out of packs. Especially if you're building upward. Literally just do dailies and you're good. You'd have to be extremely wasteful to run out. You doing Vitinha? I mean, I could. I don't think there's any reason for me to really do them outside of just show how easy it is to do them. Like, none of the squads are an issue for me. I'll probably wait till after the 85-10. Foot Genie paid may be better, but I'd rather pay for Netflix for a month than a month of Foot Genie. Fair enough. You can just get sponsored by them and have them pay it for you. Or have someone in chat who already has an account. You can use 2 people per account if you didn't know that. You can have 2 EA accounts on a single Foot Genie. You're going to do them? You love Vitinha? Guys, we may have a problem. I don't know what just happened. If my PS5 died, that would be so sad. I think we're good. Because I didn't realize he was paying monthly for FUTTIES and quit the game and found out like a year later he was getting charged without using it. Alright, it should be loading back up now. PS5 got COVID, too much grinding, couldn't handle it. PS5 saw the unlimited 8510 and decided it wanted unlimited retirement. You hear that beep? The did-it-it. Okay, there we go. Whew. Got scared there for a second. Alright, we back. We back, boys. EA's trying to take us out, man. King, what's up, buddy? Might generally not touch foot that much this year. I'm sure my wallet will appreciate the choice. I mean, fair play. You can literally wait like 2 weeks after the game comes out for the game to be like $15 too. And also, hot take, dare I say it, this might be controversial. You don't have to buy FIFA points. Call me crazy. Outside of buying the game, you don't actually have to spend additional money on the game. Alright, we back up. Brother, do I need to move? I might have to move where my PlayStation is. Sounds like it's about to take off. It sounds like my PS4 used to sound like. I've already pre-ordered. They got that money for me. But other than that, I don't think I'll be buying FIFA points this year every year with other games. So, how much did you spend on FIFA points this year? I'm just curious. So glad my country banned loot boxes. You spent the 100. How much did Jay spend? You have to get rid of the dust inside your PS5 by the fan. Yeah, I just I just had this come to my house today. So I was dusting it off, but do I have to actually like take apart the PS5 and get inside of it and dust it, or can I just do it from the outside? Is the 85 plus player pick good? I've probably done thousands of these mixed with the 84s, and I've gone probably over 1,000 footies cards. Okay, I'll have to watch a video on taking it apart. I don't want to break it. We won't do that right now. We'll do it later. It's not hard to do. It doesn't take long. Is the the like case on it isn't gonna, like, if I remove that, it's not gonna have any issues with any of the actual PlayStation on the inside. It's just simply the outer shell. If I had a number for you, I would tell you, but too much every year is the answer. Sometimes I just do it to have a TikTok to make. Why couldn't you just make a TikTok of you doing an SBC or something? No, so basically it's all intact inside. You just need to take off the case. Okay, sweet. I'll do that then. I need to do that more often too. Like I clean the outside, but I haven't given it like a thorough deep clean. Player SBC reviews are so underrated. I mean, you could do any sort of SBC review or thing. Like, if he's talking about TikToks and, like, YouTube Shorts and anything, literally just do a icon player pick. Let's see who we get. Comment who you got. Boom. Tons of comments. People see what you get. What's content time for you? Noon. So for me, right now, it's 11:25 a.m. If you've never done it before, it's probably really built up of dust. I feel like I do a pretty good job of when I see dust starting to form on the outside, getting it, but yeah, probably a ton's just falling in that I haven't seen, maybe. It's gonna be like a brand new gaming system. PS4 was so much easier. PS4 you could just easily wipe down. For the PS6, they're gonna make it where you have to, like, insert yourself into the device to be able to clean it. Like, you're gonna have to, like, stick your arm in, turn it sideways, disengage the whole thing. It's gonna be beautiful. For men right now, it's 625. For men, I'm a man. It's not 625. Does that mean I'm a woman? Mumbo female confirmed. PS4 was horrible to really clean it. PS5 makes the fan so easy to get to. Do PvPs and packs too. I used to do player SBC reviews, but then stopped enjoying the game. This is my year to branch out to other games and not be stuck on FIFA. Oh. Boys, we might be cooked. It was fine all morning. Alright. We're gonna try again. Okay. This time I'm gonna leave my PlayStation over for now, so the air can circulate better. If you're having heat issues, replacing the thermal paste on the CPU will work wonders. Damn, what's up, buddy? First time in your stream. How are you? I'm doing fantastic, brother. How are you? This is the first time it's really ever happened to me. I'm not sure. I literally think the issue is there was dust on the outside, and I tried blowing it with the new thing I got. I think I probably blew some of the dust in, and that's probably the issue. Worst case scenario, I have a PS4 right next to me. We should hopefully be good. It doesn't sound as bad right now. Maybe did the PS6 just get released? Is it like the iPhone? The second a new iPhone gets announced, it starts having issues. You know what? We're gonna also, let's do this. Let's take my fan. Move the fan over here. Or no, I have to keep it over here. We'll have the fan. No, it doesn't work. Alright, we should be good. Remaining tweeted, hope EA don't change their mind. Did he just tweet that? EA removed SBC bans yet? Not yet. Can't even play the game anymore because this happens to me. It's funny how we're just months away from GTA 6 and people back in like 2014 were making I got GTA 6 early. Those videos are still probably getting views all the time as a GTA leak comes out. Dude, the drop rate is crazy on these. Why did I think that card was flipping off originally? He just was holding his hand out. Doubt they will ever remove the SBC bans, to be fair, because they know about the extensions. Well, last year they knew about extensions and they still did it. Or do you think it's just because they're more common now? I mean, hot take, I mean, you could still go on Foot Genie and grind with SBC bans removed. 100% easier. But I actually enjoy the grind process on console when I'm not getting kicked and when it's no SBC bans. It's a lot more people this year. Which, it's a breaking point for EA. They gotta literally make a decision as a company. Are they gonna actually update their menu experience to make it somewhere near on par? I'm not saying it has to be better or as good as Foot Genie and Pale Tools, but they literally have to do something. And hopefully the new SBC system is a step in that direction. Max overall you're putting into provisions. Usually how do I explain it? I'm usually making the 3 times 87 to 90 with my high rateds and even my low rated stuff for the 83 rated to then get the 3 times 87 to 90 to usually put into provisions. That's the route I usually go. Rarely streaming early. I have to today because I'm not going to be around later. So we are streaming now. We're going to stream probably an hour past new content. Then I'll record the video and be gone till Sunday. Menu already better. The gameplay they need to fix. I disagree. The menus are not better. If you're saying SVCs, I'd agree with SVCs. The crashing and loading. Look at the bottom of my screen. The triangle FC loading logo. How often that comes up. How often it kind of lags and you sit there for it loading and then it kicks you back to the main menus. It's like 3 times an hour. Okay, this isn't good. Do we try to plug in my PS4? That's my PS3. Where's my PS4? Oh, man. If you have that vacuum, here, let me try to fix it before new content. Takes less than 5 minutes. Let's, here, we'll get web app up. Is your cover already off? When I had mine off, it runs a bit longer. I do not have it currently off. Take PS5 cover off. All right, we'll load up the web app right now. My PS4 is in the closet. My PS3's out, but I don't have the cord for the PS4 with me right now. So what I'm thinking is we just grind on web app in the meantime. I try to... How do you take off side panels? You just... Is it just you lift it off? No! We're still signed in. So I have to... Okay, we're forced to deal with this now. Okay. We're going to try to take this off first. Is it just you literally... It just pop on and off? Is it really that simple? It's like pops right off? Okay. It's not like easily popping off. What the heck, man? I can see one of them stuck. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that did it. Alright, we're almost done, boys. Do both sides pop off? Do both sides pop off, or is it just the other one? Like, I got it to here. Can the other side come off too? They do both pop off? Okay. Okay, I see it. Ugh. How much time do we have? 15 minutes? Dude, this is really in there. Come on, man. Why is this side so difficult? Bro, I swear I'm strong. I'm not just LARPing. Alright, we're gonna put it on the ground again so I don't drop it. Dude, I swear it's... What the heck, man? It's like I see it out, but it's not popping. Okay. We're gonna try. Okay, we're gonna try it this way. We'll give it a go. If we have to pop off the other side, we'll pop her off. It's fine. It's still up there. It's a PS4 one. All the cords right here. Got Uno. Got power. Speed. Yeah. Please, Lord. Think it'll be 20, 810 plus and non-unlimited, because that's what happened to 84. The leaker said the code says unlimited as of right now, unless they change the code again. Alright, now it just has to load back up. From the PS5 logo, then slide down. I swear that was what I was doing. Is my Elgato corrupted? Come on. Oh. EA can't take the account, so they're taking the PlayStation. You may need to change the thermal paste. Brother, I don't even know what that is. Thermal paste. PS5. PlayStation 5 does not use traditional thermal paste on its main processor. This has never happened before. This is like the first time something like this has ever happened. It's liquid metal for PS5. Unbelievable timing. Will I be trying the MW4 beta? If I don't have to pre-order the game yet to play it, yeah. If it's a free open beta, I'll play it. I haven't pre-ordered that one yet. I usually wait another month or so. Alright. Did you get all this hype for the 85 plus and they make it 20 times a day? Literally. If you have Discord Nitro, you get a free code. I don't think I've ever considered buying anything on Discord ever. Maybe I'll have to play via computer. PS5 has a way to do that. I mean, I can set up my PS4 as well. Worst case scenario, tomorrow I set up my PS4 if I have to find a fix to this. We're essentially just trying to get through to new content and then be able to record a video for today. It's just one of those things that when one thing goes wrong, it feels like everything's going wrong. My old walking pad was just fine, had no issues whatsoever, but it got recalled, so I had to essentially give it back to Amazon for a refund. And then I bought a Deer Run one, and this one is a newer version that's built. The other one I had wasn't Deer Run, but this is a different brand. And the Deer Run, I researched it because some of them you have to have a mat underneath you. You can't put it directly to carpet. Some can only go on hardwood. So this one I researched. I'm like, okay, can I put this one directly on carpet? Because my other one had no issues whatsoever. There was nothing that said I couldn't. All the videos promoting it were people putting it directly on carpet. It even had a little stand that could go up to a 6 to 7% incline. So I would even put it on that to be safe because the motor was at like the bottom of it. I didn't want it like, you know, getting some loose carpet into there and heating up too much. So first month it worked perfectly fine. I had it on the angle a majority of the time. Literally one time I put it to the carpet. Within like 10 minutes, you just start smelling something. And then you just hear it and you're like, oh, I gotta turn this off right now. So, been without it for a week, let it sat, broke it apart, ordered the blower so I could get in there and get the carpet and other stuff out. Get it all out, set it up, the motor doesn't run. The walking pad should be going. The motor's on, but then you feel that, you smell that smell again of like burning plastic. Do you like hardwood? Depends what context. So long story short, my walking pad died today. It has a warranty, so I should be able to get a new one, no issue. But I'm without a walking pad. I may be down a PS5 potentially. But we will see it through. My PlayStation 5 controllers, majority of them have stick drift. I need to go in and just have a day where I try to reset every single one, like hard reset, go in, take the controller apart if that doesn't work, and then try to blow it all out. See if I can like do a deep clean of them. Because like right now I'm playing on a PS5 one that usually has stick drift, but as long as I'm not pressing on it, it's good for the most part. But then if I press on it, the stick drift's back for a little bit. Rich in the game, but IRL our guy is struggling. Well, it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't mind having expenses, but when everything at the same time is going, that adds up very quickly. Like, I don't want to buy an $85 controller. I could maybe find like a $50 one that I could buy online that's not a, what do you call the PS5 ones that come with it? Dual sensor? What's the, did I just say what it was? Whatever the PS5, like, technology in it makes it more expensive. I can find one that isn't, but that's still like $50. I don't want to drop that on another controller. I just pre-ordered the Ultimate Plus the other day. I'm playing football all year round now, so each session, every month or so, I'm paying more money for that. So we make more videos, boys! In terms of stick drift, I bought a PS4 Pro controller, and it's been the best purchase I've ever made. Can buy a $20 joystick to swap in whenever stick drift is bad. What's the Pro controller you bought? Like a scuff type of one? Or is it called a Pro controller? Gonna have an exclusive campaign mission you can play in the beta, and you'll get to play the new Resurgence Warzone map. I can't wait to play the exclusive campaign mission for the campaign I never play in the first place. It sounds so fun. Alright, 3 minutes, boys. If my PS5 dies within the next... I mean, right before new content or after new content, we'll just switch to... Web app companion app. I'll have to very quickly get on and get off if that happens, so it allows me to, but... The DualSense Edge, that's what it is. The DualSense Edge. Wait, you can swap the... I have 3 or 4 DualSense controllers. Those are the ones I'm talking about. You can swap the sticks on them. Replace my scuff and keyboard every year. Jerry, sure Activision isn't sponsoring you to promote MW4? Whoa, early? Yeah, we got to do an early one today. Because we won't be live later. Alright, let's very quickly make a little bit of space. Usually we'd make out the 3 times 87 to 90s, but for now, we just got to start chucking. One minute. It's this. This is my DualSense. Is this the DualSense Edge? Or is that just a standard DualSense? I'd have to look into it. Alright. What do we got, boys? Upgrades. Unlimited 8510 gold. It is unlimited repeatable. The same exact requirements it was before. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. You are about to see... Oh gosh, speaking of the drift. The D-Gen starts now. Now see if they got rid of SVC bands. It is time, boys. Alright, let's we'll just clear our dupe storage first. Brother, they're putting it all the way in the back. They want to make you work for these. Alright. Get rid of your 8410s right now, in the sense of turn it off. So you don't have to deal with it. Bro, I got so much stuff I gotta get rid of. Race you to 1,000? Say less. Alright, can we clean up a little bit? Provisions. Your team. You said that. Yeah. I mean, we can just stay here for now. Yes, Mom, I subbed on my main account. My free month run out. Wait, you subbed on your main account? It doesn't cost you money to sub on YouTube. What are you talking about? Or am I misunderstanding what you said? Oh, you had premium. Gotcha. So what's the grind now? We're going to see pack weight first. We need to see how good these are. I'm going to open. I think I have some 8410s left. We're going to spam some of these in real quick. So glad I took your advice and made 120 Team of the Weeks for today. Yes, sir. You guys can either put all those in your club right now, or you can kind of sprinkle them in when you need them. We got footies from the 8410. Maybe the 8410 is going to start being cracked now that no one's doing it. But we're going to filter in some of these as we make the 8510s. So we get a mix of write-ins. I just put a Team of the Weekend. Shoot. We only have like 350 left, boys. We might run out. Let me know how the 8510s are feeling for you guys. What's the pack weight like so far? You getting a lot of footies in them? Patinia, Koulibaly in the 8410 again. Nice. Alright. Back to making some room. 510. Do gold newest. Should we take off? Nah, we should do just gold. I was gonna say, should we take that off and a good problem to have is all the pages we have to scroll through. First world problem right there. Up to what rating are you doing? We're going to experiment. Right now, I just need to clear my dupe storage. Right now, I'm just doing 86 to 75, so it's a mix of things that don't go in exchange. It's not that I'm not going to put higher rated things in. It's just because I have so many gold commons and stuff in my club. And we have so many low-end cards, too. Double footies in it. FOF and a Todd in the next one. So, another thing to consider, too. Remember the amount of exchanges and stuff you're going to be able to make off of what you get in there. Even if you don't get a footies from it. That's going to be really good. Then on top of that, remember, too, you have... sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. You have all the team of the weeks you built up, all your other team of the seasons, all the additional stuff just chilling around your club. You're going to be absolutely cooking. Alright, so I'm going to open the 8510s once we're out of the 8410s, guys. So I have, how many more? We're sprinkling 11 more. So I just read Xbox has reportedly explored Activision Sledgehammer Games making a Halo multiplayer game. Interesting. Surely it's just fully repeatable now? Oh, I didn't update the title. Yeah, it's fully repeatable now. One second. Softman gone? I haven't gone one yet, but I don't think it's gone. You guys notice anything? I'll be surprised if EA made softbands more extreme. The question is going to be what counts as a quote-unquote SBC use next year. Apologies, I mean, surely it's fully infinite. The grind is just 8510 into the 8510. Yes and no. If you're only able to build out one at a time, you're probably going to be doing it very slow and it's not going to feel one-to-one. If you have enough of other things built out, Team of the Week packs, Team of Seasons that you're getting in other ways, it's going to be much easier to do. An example I'll give is like if you guys have exchange packs and you're spamming those open, and let's say the 1 of 5 84+ player pick comes back in a few days, which it's supposed to, and you spam there and you make like 25 player picks and you get 15 Team of the Seasons and FOFs and footies, you're going to have 15 runs of 8510s you can really make. You go make those. You spam open 15, you're probably going to get somewhere for like 10 to 12 footies, FOF, Team of Seasons back. It's not going to be actually maybe 1-to-1. Some will be even more than that, but it's going to be very easy to never run out of stuff to make them. And the more you kind of prepare for it, the easier it's going to be, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to have to do something with these special cards, otherwise they're going to keep filling up next. So I'm wondering if we just quickly make could probably do daily provisions and stuff too. Let's quickly just repeatable footies. Let's just do not even just gold, so we'll do just storage. Ignore. we'll do newest, actually. Do 87s. We can kind of go up to whatever. Let's do 91s for now. And just clear a bunch of these. Otherwise, we're just going to physically have no room. I didn't change positions, did I? Nor position. We also have to clear the club because we're going to get all these back anyways. But for now, this should be good. Another nice thing about doing this too is this is going to be how you guys are able to very quickly spam back gold commons and low-end gold rares back into the 8510s. Wouldn't an 85 plus times 10 in the provision pack be enough for the grind to be infinite? In big enough bulk, yes. 1-to-1, theoretically, you still could. But if you're not packing a special card that fits the criteria, you're then having to make either a Team of the Week upgrade in that moment or wait until you pack one. So that's why we build out more stuff in advance. Okay. That's good there. 85s are starting to build up. Could we do, just very quickly while we're here, daily provisions? Would you recommend doing it pack by pack? Absolutely not. I despise pack by pack. Yesterday, if you guys didn't see our video on the Unlimited 8410, we show you how to get ready for the 8510s today. I would recommend building up a certain amount of Team of the Week upgrades or doing like player picks or something to build out Team of the Seasons. That way you have them. So if you're not getting them directly from the pack, you can still make it right after pulling from the Team of the Seasons and other things. If you're just making it one by one, you're going to be running things so slowly. And even now, you're seeing how slowly I'm doing things at the moment because I'm just so full of special cards everywhere. Like, we have to deal with these in some fashion. Otherwise, we are screwed. Does that make sense? It's not even that you have to build up 30 8510s. You just need the thing that can get it done no matter what. Because you know you're going to have the fodder in your club. You open a single 8510, you know you can mix in lower rated stuff with it and be just fine. Ask yourself what your other situation's looking like. If we went to my SBC storage, we have all these footies, all these Team of the Seasons. If we got none back from the 8510, we'd have all these to still go through. All right, we got 2 more we can make. Could I get away with ignoring the normal provisions? I mean, you, in theory, could, but my question would be, is there a reason to not do them? It's up to you. Okay, now we got a little more space. In theory, I should probably make some 3 times 8790s. You just got Ronaldo? Let's go, W. All right, how many 8410s are we down to? We have 6 left, boys, and then we're to the 8510s. Yo, do you think only using 8510s and repeatable provisions is fully infinite? If you have the Team of the Seasons, FOFs, or Team of the Weeks to make up a difference, most likely, yeah, easily. Like, we have close to 100 total FOFs, Team of the Seasons, and footies in the club and dupe storage, and we have 366 84 Team of the Week packs. It would probably take me well over 2,500 to 3,000 8510s before I ever ran out of stuff completely to use. Just because of the rate of how often you're going to get things. Not only that, but like the recycle as well. Is going to be so nice. Yeah, usually they wait a bit to make the 8510 fully repeatable. Makes you think they were purposely delaying it. Can't wait to not touch grass for 3 weeks. But guys, is what I'm saying making sense to you guys? Like, if you have 0 packs right now and you try to open up a single 8510 and very quickly make another one, you're probably not going to like it as much as if you just made it so you're built out in some other areas that you can spam exchange biz back in. You have Team of the Seasons left over. You have Team of the Week packs ready to go if needed. That's going to get you so much further. So if you want to take a few minutes and even just spam some player picks with like some low-end gold rares to very quickly get some like 10 plus footies, do something like that before you even get started. But if you guys have already been doing the daily content, getting all your 8410s done, your 8510s done, your 87.7s, you shouldn't really struggle at all. Why you don't grind on Foot Genie? What makes you think I'm not going to grind on Foot Genie when we grind on Foot Genie literally like every single day? Are you saying I should go do it right now? I'll go on it later. I'm just kind of vibing right now. Alright, can we get out of the parentheses? It's also good how the 95 PP does not require him. Yeah, exactly. United lost 4-2 to their ex-manager, and Bruno missed another pen. Let's go 99 Wilson. For about 20 85 10s. W. Think of using gold rares up to 82 in the PP, 83s, 84s for Team of the Week upgrade, and then 85. I mean, you can do that. I'm just very much against limiting yourself to any rating. I think if you're only doing things to a certain gap, you're always going to have spaces or have to switch what you're doing for a grind. To me, it's way easier just to build out packs and be able to just endlessly spam into whatever you want. Even if you're a little overkill on things, focus on said thing at the moment and then go back to other things. Like, realistically, I might be wasting this bale, but what I'm also wasting is maybe the commons that I'm able to put into this that might go into a crap ton of crafting upgrades, aka the 80 plus times 5 instead. So what I'm losing out on in terms of additional SBC usages, I get to do less SBCs this way, but focus on the better ones, but then go back to it later. So it's not that you're giving it up, it's you're focusing on this. And even if I'm wasteful with a few 90 plus cards, let's say, I can get all these like times 50 once we go back later and spam open our exchange packs. So it's completely up to you. If you want to limit yourself to only some areas and switch around to every single thing known to man, gold commons into this, that into this, you absolutely can. I would say that's not going to be as fun as something like this, personally. Plus, I literally just cannot. We have too many footies, man. Get these cards off my screen. You know, 20 footies in the club, that'll last me a while. Yeah. So you're in a really good spot. Yeah. So the way you just described it is the exact way I'd think about it. Like, don't think about it as you have to make an 85-10 and then get something from it to continue it. What you just said is perfect, because that's how it's going to be a lot of the time. But also, too, I wouldn't want to necessarily open these one-to-one. I love opening these in, like, big groups and then recycling in groups. You see what I mean when I say, like, I'm able to mix in a lot of my gold commons this way? I love this, personally. Could honestly probably mix in, like, 87s and all those other ones, too. I just don't want to be too overboard with it yet. Been using the gold commons from the main pack. There's a 99 shooting Evo in the store that requires for the Evo is a striker, left wing, or right wing rated 96 or lower. Interesting. Who are you guys putting into that if you're doing it? Yeah, it's so much quicker and less stress on the brain, too. You know what else is much quicker and less stress on the brain? Is there any point of doing Team of the Week picks anymore? Not necessarily. The point of doing it initially was to show you not only is the grind good enough to continue making unlimited packs and be able to build those out, you just gave yourself a huge head start for never running out of things needed for it. So, dude, I'm so happy you guys are starting to get 99s. I'm telling you, these are going to be the ones we all start hitting a crap ton. EA has to delete SBC bans. I feel like they will eventually. But that's one of the reasons why I wanted you guys to build up Team of the Week upgrades too, is now you don't have to worry about those basically for the rest of the game. You have plenty enough to sprinkle in when needed. That's way less SBCs you now have to complete daily. Got Dino first week. Haven't got a 98 since, yo. Keep grinding, brother. They're coming. Okay, I'm starting to see light. A little bit, not much. All right. What is the best way to do the player SBC? What player SBC? The 8510 SBC, or is there a player SBC that you're trying to get done? Just so happy I have a place to dump these 4K silvers. Dude, that's going to be the nicest thing about it. Vitinha, for example, you could use all the high raid fodder you're getting to easily get those done. If you follow any of our guides, you're already making unlimited packs, unlimited coins, and unlimited fodder. You now can just choose wherever you want to put those things as you get them. We're going to have an 85-10 one today once the stream's over that we'll make for you guys. We're just testing out some different things right now. As it stands, it's basically the same as the 84-10. You're just getting more stuff in return, so it's going to be even easier to make exchanges. You can very easily build up a crap ton of additional exchanges as well with the 3x 87 to 90. With low-end stuff, you can easily get a bunch of FOFs in there too. Player picks easily get you footies and FOF and team of the season cards. 85 doubles are a good place to put gold rares to get rid of them. You can get away with putting gold commons in a lot of the 85 10s. You don't necessarily have to always make crafting upgrades with those if you're trying to save SBC usages. Do you skip it? You can. You don't have to. I recommend it personally for large bulk of the day. But if there's time where you just have an overkill amount of those and you have to get rid of them somewhere and you're maybe out of other things, at that point, maybe making some and mixing them back in is worth it. But even then, maybe it's getting rid of a bunch of 75 commons, making the crafting upgrades, spamming those open, and then mixing the rest of the commons you have with the rares you just got, making 3x 87 to 90s. Like, we have 10 80 plus times 5s right there because we made a little group, but you don't need much. Quick sell all dupes 81 and below to keep dupe storage small. If you are struggling to make any amount of packs, you should never quick sell anything. If you're already unlimited packs and you have no issue making anything you want to do, feel free to discard whatever you want to discard for you personally. I don't want people in general to hear though it's okay to quick sell, because most people should not be quick selling anything. But I would ask you, if you're quick selling 81s and below, are you talking gold commons, gold rares, or all of them? Because if it's gold rares, why aren't you making player picks for easy footies and other things? Maybe it's truly to the point where the 85-10 is so good that you don't need any of the player picks anymore. If you just want to limit it to just the 85-10 in exchanges, you could absolutely do that too. I would just make sure you're built up to a point where you're not having to go day to day. You're good for the rest of the game. Like, I would genuinely get to the point where you have hundreds, if not potentially thousands of packs just to be safe. Because all it takes is one SBC for EA to remove and not come back, and the grind becomes harder. Like, imagine they remove exchanges and they don't bring something equivalent back. Oh, we didn't put it in footies card. Oops. Sorry. Does that make sense though? Like, I'm trying to get you guys to get to a point where you've built up so many packs that you're just chilling and vibing. You shouldn't struggle day to day anymore. Most of you shouldn't have been struggling at all for weeks at this point. But if you're newer to the grinds, we get it sorted right now so that you're able to take even more risk later if you want. The Pale Tools template's awesome. Want me to share it? Sure. Both commons and rares under 81 dupes only can set up on Genie. My question is, why don't you just throw those back into another 85-10? Why are you quick selling those? Couldn't you just easily make another... And make multiple in a row. Don't just make one and then open it. If your dupe storage is full, clear it a bit. Softman would prefer to make 85-10 with the limit S. No, I'm saying make 85. I'm saying to literally make 85-10s with the stuff you're throwing away. I'm assuming the reason you're getting 81 and under dupes is because you're opening safe provision packs, right? If you're opening safe provision packs, why not put those right back into an 85-10? Unless I'm not understanding what you're trying to say. 80 times 5, 80 doubles aren't needed for me. Yeah, you don't need them. You only have your front. Yeah. I'm still confused on why you'd have to quick sell. Made 87, 85 10s and got soft banned. Dang. Alright, we're down to our final Irene in our dupe storage, guys. I can put Sunderland players into SBCs, no remorse. Hey, you should always have remorse if you do that. Footies Cristiano? Nice. Anytime you guys put a Sunderland player into something, there should be a little tear in your eye. What do you do with the common golds? I take common golds and I mix them into rating requirements more than I put them into the 80 plus times 5. It's like you'll see me make a bunch of these 85 10s with a crap ton of gold commons. What about Newcastle players? Newcastle players are only fodder. That's their only use. Mama knows every time a Sunderland player goes into SBC. Every time someone submits a Sunderland player into SBC, my heart gives a little bit. I get a jerk in my body. I can sense it happening. Why so serious? The grind, Giannis, the grind is a serious thing. You gotta take it seriously. Just 85-10 into Team of the Week into 85-10. I mean, most of us have hundreds of Team of the Weeks at this point and don't even need it anymore. If you guys have been following the grind since yesterday, you won't have to worry about Team of the Weeks ever again. If you need them, sure, but you'll also pack a ton of footies in the grind where you don't even really need to make too many. Oh, I haven't seen the Joker, so I had no idea what you were saying. Was seen on Twitter a lot of people getting banned in the past day for using extensions. That is incorrect. It was due to people trading with a lot of really easy to make coin methods and a gameplay thing that people were getting banned on at the same time. It was not extension related. It gives the vague general statement, but the people, if you look at all the accounts that were tweeting about getting banned and all the replies on it, every single person that got it at the exact same time when that happened, were all talking about the different things they were doing. Majority of them don't even use extensions, but what everyone had in common was a majority of them were trading, making very easy coins on like selling footies for a crap ton of profit, insane lazy lists, or things getting bought out by the same person non-stop. And then on top of that, gameplay related things where it's either playing against hackers or potentially like giving away goals and stuff like that too. If they ever did an extension ban, it would literally wipe out their whole player base that still plays the game. And they'd have to wipe out their own EA employees as well. But if that happens, there's a bigger issue than the SBC ban, or not even the SBC ban. There's a bigger issue than that itself. It's what is EA doing as a company at that point if they're not making a better product. That's the bigger concern I would worry about if I were you guys. About to start the grind. I have 42 Team of the Week saved. What should I do? I mean, if you're doing any amount of dailies right now or you have any amount of other packs saved up, just as you're making 85 10s, I have constant gold commons and gold rares from the exchange that are in our club to mix in with the stuff that we're getting and just making endless 85 10s. We'll have a step-by-step grind video to help make it even easier for you guys, but I mean, I say with all due respect in the sense of not calling like you out or anyone out. I feel like if you're thinking this is hard, you're thinking about it too much, and you're probably thinking about like an exact rating or what should I put up to and something. Literally just recycle, recycle, recycle. I'm not thinking of too much of like, I can only use this many gold commons. I can only use rares up to this point. I don't want to use any specials, this and that. If you need to, that's another thing. If you guys have no packs and nothing saved up or nothing built, I would grind up any amount of packs or anything on the menus very easily first and then go from there. No, it's not hard. I thought it was. I just need a second opinion. No, you're good. I appreciate that. I'm just mainly trying to clear my dupe storage right now. We're going to have like 50 of these made just with clearing dupe storage footies. I haven't even been able to start the grind yet. All right, we're cooking. Let's get it. All right, now we're going to start spamming the 8510s, boys. So we have, or let's open an exchange first so we have more gold, rares, and commons to mix in. But yeah, I'm just going to continue recycling. We have Team of the Weeks if needed, but literally with our dupe storage, what I would recommend you guys to do daily, just in general, or even like if you're starting this grind and you're going to be on for a lot of the day, I would maybe do some quick player picks to get some footies cards or FOFs and Team of the Seasons. If you have 0 in your club, if you have any amount in your club, assume that's the bare minimum amount you can make. So a lot of you guys probably have like 20 to 50 of those cards, different ratings sprinkled into your club. You could very easily make 50 plus if you never packed another one ever again. But with the fodder you're getting, you're going to easily be able to make exchanges on top of more 8510s. If you need a Team of the Week, if you never pack a footies ever, you can make Team of the Week upgrades. If you guys were following our guide yesterday, you should have at least some Team of the Week upgrades built out. If you're a DGen like us, you have hundreds ready to go. And then from there, you're just chilling. You just open and recycle as needed. If I bring in 6 silvers into your 8510, you gain 4 cards. You don't have to recycle into 85s. Yeah, so there's going to be things like that too that you can do. If you have bronzes and silvers, you can mix those things. If you're doing the daily bronze, daily silver, daily gold, or if you stop doing them, you could cycle those back in for additional cards. You can go even more min-max than gold commons. Pedro went to Saudi League? Really? Who do we get? What a pull. What a 95 to winter. My thing, I don't know how you guys are going to do it. My thing is I care about my dupe storage more than anything else. I think the way to go about any menu grind is making sure your dupe storage doesn't fill up. That's my personal priority. I'd rather be overkill with what's in my dupe storage mixed in with lower things in my club than be like exact rating with stuff in my club and still have a bunch of dupe storage filling up. Another Baresi, RIP. Is that Lenny Oro? What's he rated? No shot he's high rated. He's a 98? Would you send non-dupe storage footies? I would send non-dupe storage footies that you feel like you're going to pack nonstop anyways if you don't have them at the moment. Like if you pack DeWinter 5 million times a day, you end up using a DeWinter in your club, I wouldn't worry about it. But I wouldn't get to the point where I would not get to the point where you're submitting like your 98s because you're down to your last one and it happens to be a 98. If that makes sense. But a lot of you guys probably have a crap ton of 95s and 96s that will perpetually fill up your dupe storage because you already are packing it nonstop in your club. Feel free to use those at will. But I try to, like, give you guys the option of a mix, and I push dupe storage more than anything. Because the assumption with dupe storage is you have it in your club already. So you're sitting in a really good spot. Alright, double footies card there. Sick. So, something that I'm noticing too, and this is something with kind of the filter I have set right now to make these 8510s, is since I'm only putting gold cards in to begin with, and I'm packing so many specials, the specials will perpetually fill up the dupe storage very quickly if we don't deal with them. So, I really like the idea of mixing in like a 90 rated special that's not needed for the requirement with like the commons. Wonder if the grind next year will be easier if we're able to use less players because of the new system. I think it's going to be easier in many ways, and I think it's going to be harder in many ways. I think EA is going to make it where the value of some SBCs are just horrifically bad. For example, what they have in the beta, from what I've seen, horrifically bad the amount of players you'd have to theoretically submit for a, is it a Jumbo Silver Players Pack or like a Prime Silver Players Pack? It's like 5k points. Disgusting. What to do with softbands in PC? Use the companion app. After you've gotten softbanded on the companion app, do PC menus. If you're talking about being banned on PC menus, do web app, companion app, PC menus. If you're banned on all three, you're just cooked until you're unbanned. 5k points is for a rare... No, there's a rare mix for 5k, but I'm pretty sure... Oh, is it 2,500 for the silver? Even then, if it's 2,500, half the points, still horrible value. If silvers are 20, for example, and you want to get a silver player's pack, what's 2,500 divided by 20? That's the amount of silvers you'd have to put in. And no one's going to put, like, a 5k inform or like a 90 rated card to get a silver player's pack. Like, a lot of that feels bad in poor value. What do you recommend me to do? I have no special card requirement for the 8510s. I would then, as special cards are filling up your club, they'll eventually fill up your dupe storage. I would just pick them from your dupe storage as you're making it. By the way, Mumbo, are you gonna give some grinds in FC27? That's what my channel's based on, is grinding the game. So we'll continue doing that for the next game, yeah. So, here, watch what I do here, buddy. You're going to notice me, once I open this next 8510, I'll recycle back in, and I'll just take stuff from my dupe storage to mix in with the lower rated stuff when needed. I would then at some point too build out more exchanges. Like right now, that's going to be the next thing that fills up for me, is since I'm using up to 86s for gold rares. At the moment, 87s are going to perpetually fill that up. But if I was to go back in and make more of these, I mean, I guess we could use those back in too. It's the same thing as specials, just as we're getting them, chuck them back in. Okay, so that's already overkill. So we'll use a low-rated one. Did we get any Irenes back? We did not. We'll do a Sane since we have a million Sanes. Alright. Can't mix in too much this one. But the next one, I should have more golds pop up. I don't care how many points, I'll do bronze and silver SBCs to get Fleetwood players. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking since next year my main goal is to get Sunderland players first owner as quickly as possible. What's like the best way for me to go about that? And I think spamming a lot of those packs, even if it isn't maybe the greatest value, will 100% be the way to go. Can you make a grinding video on Roblox? Growing a garden would be great. Bet. But you see how I'm kind of making these right now, guys? I'm just kind of looking at the rating it provides me from the mix I'm putting in. From that, I have a mix of gold commons and gold rares organically because I'm opening exchange packs as we go. But then the nice thing about pulling these specials from the dupe storage is if I'm pulling them from the dupe storage, I can continue to open packs. But also, since it's dupe storage, I have one in the club. The nice thing about that is at any point in time, I'm not technically wasting these specials because we have one of each already filling the club that we can make a crap ton of exchanges for when needed. Look at that. More gold commons than anything else in that one. Hopefully they put exact requirements thing in the squad building next year. Should I skip the dailies if my club is full? If you already have well enough, if you already have a crap ton of fodder and you need somewhere to put it, I mean, you could go right into the 8510. You don't necessarily have to do the dailies right away, but they're always there if you need them. What dailies in particular are you talking about? Like daily bronze, daily silver, daily gold? Last, what'd you say? Growing and Garden doesn't have the mixed league though. True. This is amazing. Items on the SBC pile. 83, 85 tens made. And New York Giants on the TV. Dude, I'm so sorry you're a Giants fan, brother. I remember you listing all your teams. I remember that was more tragic than your surgery. Yeah, if you don't need the daily bronze, silver, gold, absolutely. If you want to go back to them later, if you ever ran out of things, you 100% could. Yeah. There will be people who put those bronzes and silvers mixed into the 85 tens. It is possible, but not necessarily needed. Eat me? Is that a request? Or challenge? Look at that one. Look at how many 75 and 76 gold commons I could get in. Sick. I'm telling you, you can stretch so many gold commons, boys. Cold. Any leaks on SBC bans getting lifted? I don't think it would ever be a leak. I think people would just notice they're not getting SBC banned, and we go from there. Because I think that's how it was last year. Did it get leaked last year, or did people just notice it felt like SBC bans were no longer a thing? You're using bronzes? W. So another thing I'm gonna start recommending to you guys to kind of just do over time is, like, you'll notice here I'm able to put up to 86s right now. Anything that you set as a filter, you're gonna have things above it start being things that fill up your dupe storage. At any point in time, you can go higher and lower. If I wanted to start mixing in some silvers, like, I mean, I'm probably not gonna have many most recent pop up if I did that. And I'd have specials pop up if I had the max overall high enough. But if I went to 87, let's say, for golds and stuff too, if you change it to that and you're doing newest, it might take a few to kind of like reset a good bunch together, because you may have it be overkill with all the new ones you've just been getting. It's not a bad idea to just sprinkle those in over time. I'm running 988. Yeah, my only fear with an exact rating is you guys are going to be creating a scenario where you're running out of that stuff and having to do other SBCs to fill something that doesn't need to necessarily be filled. There's nothing wrong with it in the sense of like any of those will work. I would just maybe change it up occasionally. Mumbo, I have almost no fodder. Managed to do the provisions all 7 times, so I have a mix of 80 fodder. Where should I put it next? I would personally, as you're making your 8510s, spam in a lot of those low-end stuffs, personally, to make your 8510s. I'm getting away with so many low-end gold commons. Mixed in. Pale Tools is actually superior to Foot Genie for this. So this is the part of the year where it becomes a even more even playing ground, because Pale Tools has the filters that you can kind of change at will. Foot Genie is going to be the more difficult things to create. It's going to give you that exact rating more of. You'll still have it where, from yesterday's video and yesterday's stream, if we were trying to make, let's say, so many Team of the Weeks with specials included in them, it might have been exact rating all the way until we ran out of stuff. Then it went overkill. So like 34 out of the 50 could have been like the perfect rating with gold rares and stuff put together. But then after that, it might be like, oh, I have 891 special cards that they're trying to put into this one, mixed in with a bunch of 75 commons. I wish Team of the Years could be used, man. I think they'll remove the max 88 from the exchange. I hope so. If that's the case, that would be a huge W, because then you could also get Team of the Season FOFs, footies from those as well. That'd make the grind even easier. Quick question to you guys. How many repeatable footies provision player packs you currently have? I'm trying to get a idea of where you guys currently stand with that. I'm at 134. And I can make probably well over 300 today. You only got 10? So I would try to continue building that up as high as possible. A great tool for that is going to be the 3x 87 to 90. It's going to be way better than you think. If you guys need help with that, feel free to take a look at the how to use the 3x 87 90 to make unlimited packs video from the other day. We very quickly are able to scale the footies provision players higher. And just like the quick reasoning for it is, if you're only taking, let's say, your 87 pluses and you're putting those into the footies provisions, your logic could be sound in the sense of like, oh, I'm not going to waste it on anything else. I'm going to put it in here so I can get more gold rares and gold commons. But if you were able to take maybe one of your 87s and instead of putting it directly in there, you put it in the 3x 87 to 90 and you mix it with your lower rated cards that you have endless amounts of. So all the people quick selling your 81s and under, instead of quick selling those, why don't you mix those with like one higher rated card and get 3 in return? So even if you're using, let's say, an 87, you're sacrificing an 87 to get 3. That over time not only gives you the ability to scale additional fodder, being able to save it in pack form is huge. Because at any point in time, if you're running out of footies, you could spam these open and get FOFs in there. You could spam these open and worst case scenario, put those right into the repeatable footies provisions then if you're running low on those. You can mix these in with your lower end fodder and do more 3x 87 90s in unlimited amount. Or, the way some people might want to do it, you could spam these open, make hundreds, and make like 25 to 50 of the 95 plus player pick in a row. Make like 100 of the 94 packs. You could do a bunch of different things with that. It's super cool. Generally, no reason for it to be capped at 88 when it's unlimited 8410. Yeah, now that we have it, I have a feeling they could change that, but we'll see if they do. I guess question to you guys, what would you rather have? Would you rather have this exact same amount of gold rares and gold commons for the same exact thing needed, but have no cap on it? Or would you rather still have the cap, but maybe they double the size and make it like 60 items? So it's better, the 1 to 385 plus pick or 84-2? The pick's going to be better for getting footies, FOF, and Team of the Season cards more consistently. C-Barbs, thank you for taking care of those Lincoln frauds today, brother. Will's a baller. Said I've opened 90 of these and already without a single 99. That's crazy, dude. Also, too, another thing I'm going to maybe start considering, just so gold cards don't actually fill up my dupe storage at all, maybe... Stupid SBC ban. Or stupid stick drift. Maybe we just worry about golds of all ratings. And then it's the specials in our club we keep. That way, every gold is constantly being used. And we don't have to worry about it. I might test this out now. If I'm going to stay on these in the meantime. Otherwise, I'd build out exchanges and other stuff. What SBC you're doing on Foot Genie? I'll do 8510s on there as well. Actually, should I go to Foot Genie right now and just build out a ton with what we have left? And see what it makes for us? We're still basically full. I could. Actually, you know what? I will later go make these 3x 8790s like I was telling you guys. I'm going to skip that step right now because I already have so many. Let's just quickly... Let's quickly clear dupe storage. Bro, can you... Okay, it stopped. Alright, storage. Do low to high. We'll just mix these in now. Trust me, don't use Foot Genie for it. Use my template. I might be better. No, I bet it is better than Foot Genie. I'm just running math experiments in my head, so. What's the difference between using Foot Genie and Pale Tools? Both have free versions. Foot Genie is a free version. Pale Tools is completely free. Foot Genie has premium feature. They do different things. They have different things on their sites. Redacted, do you want to put like a template in like the general section of Discord or something for people to see so that there's like a common place they can find it if people are interested? Or if you can put it in chat if you don't have Discord or someone else doesn't, If you put in chat, someone can put it in Discord for people to see. And then !Discord in chat. If you guys want the Discord link to pop up. Or you can look in the description too. Dupe search full. All 87 pluses. SPC band. 25 8510s remaining. Sick, bro. Okay. So in theory, I probably shouldn't throw all these. Because it should have these go into more 8510s. But what I'm going to do is make a few of those just so there's space. So now I'm going to open some Footies provisions to fill this up again. And then I'm going to go to Foot Genie and see how many it'll have us make. Alright, I should be able to open one more. So there's one I could do with just non-specials besides the required ones. And then there's one I could do with both. The both one's going to be way easier to make and clear the dupe storage almost completely. I guess we'll see what each one shows up as. Alright, we'll do one more. Perfect. Almost completely full. Going back to the PS5 fan situation we were talking about before, someone said they just basically always run their PS5 without the outside covering on. Is that what someone said? Last, what'd you say? I got it 250 provisions. Perfect. That's going to be the main thing you want to make sure you just continuously have, guys. Okay, so let's take a look at a few things. Let's take a look at how many footies, other things we have in the club. So we have 96 footies, over 200 gold commons and gold rares. I still have a bunch of bronze commons and bronze rares, so I could use low end stuff. FOF Phenoms, we got 13. Festival Football Summer cards, we got some there. Team of Season Breakthroughs, we have 6. Festival Footballs, we're down to 3 finally. Team of the Weeks, we have 2. But when it comes to our packs, we have over 300 of those still. So if I were to just hop in and let's say I didn't want to use specials. Use maybe up to 91, as low as 75. And then specials we use maybe up to 96 rated. I don't care about any FOFs or footies that are below 96 rated and below. How many would it allow us to make? No other specials, just that. You tried having the cover off and it lasts longer before it shut off? Okay. What do I do from there? I'm mostly just opening 3-4 exchanges, putting them in the 7th and pray for an FOF. I had one in doing the leads. So that's not the main place you want to get FOFs for the 8510 shallow. You want to build those out so you can forget you ever need them. The same way we built out the Team of the Weeks and then forget about them. And then if you ever need them, they're there. You're now going to spam open exchanges back into the 8510s. But you're also having the ability with the amount of exchanges you have built out, easily make a crap ton of player picks or 85 doubles. If your goal is just getting a bunch of cards to put in the 8510 from a special card perspective, like the footies, team of seasons, that sort of thing, it's like 1 in every 3 you're getting a card that works. So I'm able to make 37 just based on non-specials here. That's sick. It's mainly using golds. I don't think any of those used silvers or bronzes. If we mixed in specials, I'm assuming this is going to go to potentially over 50. The only way I see it not doing that is if we have less total cards we could mix in. I'd have to maybe put some Team of the Weeks in the club. But if you want to make it really easy for yourself, guys, especially once the 84 plus player pick comes out, 1 of 5 again, literally from that, I would just endlessly spam player picks until you have a crap ton of dupe footies, team of the season FOFs, and a ton in your club. At that point, you probably never have to worry about packing them again. Okay, so we can get 50 plus from this. How does it mix them together once we get past that? That's still pretty good. That's still pretty good. Multiple there, multiple there. Yeah, start. Oh, look at that one. See, look at what it mixed together for that. Dang. That's crazy, man. Are you pulling out coins for these solutions, or is it straight from your club? I spend 0 coins for this. It's just stuff I have. Not counting the pack stuff. I could probably make over 585 10s right now if I opened my Team of the Weeks. And then with the recycle, imagine if we built out like 500. How many we could actually make before we ran out of Team of Seasons, FOFs, all the other stuff. So mostly put rares into the 85 plus or the 85 double. Get a lot of dupes from the provisions as they practically have lots of golds. There's going to be a few ways, Shallow, and we'll cover those in the video today. There's going to be people, the thing that's slowing them down is not having enough Team of the Seasons, footies, or FOFs, or Team of the Weeks. My solution to them will be usually player pick to get those packed easily that way. Or if you have a crap ton of cards and crap ton of packs in your club already, like your exchanges and your other things, you can very easily build out hundreds of Team of the Week upgrades and never have to worry about them again. How much did you grind to get many Team of the Weeks and save packs? It took us a single stream to get hundreds of Team of the Week upgrades yesterday. And then if you look at the grind playlist that's pinned in chat, basically for the past 2 weeks, we've had a video of different grinds each day that can easily build up not only your packs in an unlimited direction, your fodder and your coins. We've spent over 10 million coins on additional coins that we've made on promo packs. We continue to make hundreds of thousands of coins easily a day with the trading methods. We have a video in there for how to make unlimited coins during footies. It's literally just unlimited packs into unlimited coins just by spamming things like the 95 plus footies FOF player pick. I try to do your method, but I just don't get as many packs as you. Are you doing the 3 times 87 to 90 by chance? Or are you skipping that one? That's the thing that makes everything else infinitely easier, in my opinion. What'd you say? There's an ad? I said, have you been doing our 3 times 87 to 90 grind? Or have you not been doing that one? How much longer are you going to be live for? Not too much longer. probably another half an hour tops. I gotta head out. I don't need Team of the Week packs. I got Team Season or Footies or FOFs in every 8510. Anyone else? If you're only making them 1-to-1, you'll eventually run out. But if you have tons of 8510s, you should be good for a while. My whole logic is literally do it once, never worry about it again, no matter the pack weight. I mean, I would do the 87 sevens every day no matter what, because it's a limited times, but then just endlessly spam the 8510s, personally. I've not been doing... Yeah, if you haven't been doing the 3 times 87 to 90 method, that is a necessity to build up easily hundreds of the exchanges, which the exchange is one of the few SBCs a lot of you guys want to keep in your grind long term with the 8510s. And if you're not replenishing those consistently, and I'll give you a perfect example that we were talking about before. You may think it's the best thing to put all your 87 pluses within a certain range right back into the exchange. But if you do that, you're missing out on infinitely more 87 to 90 rated cards that you can get by doing the 3 times 87 to 90. And that sounds potentially confusing, but in the video, we kind of show the step-by-step of that, where it's like, hey, realistically, if I took an 87 mixed in with the lower rated cards, I'm submitting an 87 that I could have put in exchanges, but now I'm getting 3 back, so there's a difference of +2. And they can be higher rated. And then if you go even crazier than that, and you think about it from a back and forth with just those 2, you could, if you already have a decent chunk of exchanges made, you could basically endlessly spam the 3 times 8790s into the exchanges and back and forth with those, and just perpetually a bunch of stuff into your club. How do you put the 8790s into the grind? I would watch our 87 to 90 video, C-Barbs. Otherwise, you're going to be confused. All right. Let me check the video after the stream. Is it still worthy to do? It's worthy to do if you're struggling to make exchanges, or you're struggling to get any amount of fodder, or you're struggling to get any amount of packs saved up, or you're struggling to get any amount of FOFs, Team of the Seasons, Team of the Week upgrades. If you're struggling with any of that, I would highly encourage having it at least part-time in your grind. If you're someone who always complains about having a bunch of low-end golds and nowhere to put them, that's a perfect example of a place to put them. Does FUT Genie automatically exclude players on your team for the SBC? You can lock them so it doesn't put them in. We're going to make a new video after the stream ends. It's going to be different than how I recommended the 8410. The 8410 video, if you watch that, I was mainly pushing you guys to get ready for the 8510. I was giving you some steps of how I'd recommend doing the 8510 in that, but it's going to be a whole different beast now that the 8510 is actually out. It's going to be very straightforward for some parts, and then others are going to be more of like the loading. The goal of the video is going to be to make it as easy as possible for you guys. You struggling to get the requirement special card needed, work on getting those before you start spamming. Don't go pack to pack. Are you running out of golds because you're constantly putting everything back in? You should be filtering in exchanges and other stuff too. If you have no exchanges, how can you get more exchanges? It all kind of applies. I can make 10 3 times 8790s. W. Double footies in that one. Sick. And I'll explain kind of real quick too with just my channel in general. My goals may sound overkill for myself, and I'm also kind of training you guys to be overkill with everything, because I want to prepare you for the worst case scenarios, just in case other SBCs go away or the pack weight's horrific. That way, when you're doing the grinds, you have way more stuff than you need, And then you can get away with being wasteful in some areas, or you can kind of go and branch your own directions. Because if people can't grind, the biggest issue is they're probably just not having a good foundation. Our issue in a lot of our community is we have such a good foundation. It's like, what makes the most sense to do now for the rest of the game? And for me, it's always been the 85 tons. I want to focus on these as much as possible. You see, Frankfurt lost to Brentford 7-0. Really? Was that today? What is the best filter to use on 8510s? We'll cover it a little bit in the video, how I'd recommend potentially doing it. But there's a million different filters you can get away with. The question is going to come down to, if you do an exact rating range, anything that's not included in that range is probably going to fill up your dupe storage eventually. So no matter how you're doing it, you got to figure out where you're going to put those cards. I support Sunderland. The hat I'm wearing. The badge I'm rocking as well. How are the lads? Look at that cutie little badge on screen. Isn't that wonderful? What's the max rating you should put into Footies provisions? Yes. I have no exact answer, because you're asking the wrong question. I wouldn't say what's the max rating you should put into Footies provisions. I would ask you what's the reason you're making Footies provisions. And that gives you the answer. But what made you decide to choose to follow Sunderland? I just was addicted to lifelong depression, anxiety, and doubt, failure. And Sunderland was the perfect club most of my life with that. So it kind of went hand in hand. I like to think Sunderland picked me. Sprint to my club for 38, 85, 10s, so it's not looking too good. Yep. So I'm going to tell you guys right now, you guys, even though the grind is unlimited, majority of you, if you don't have any foundation build up, you will rinse yourself to the ground if you're not grinding in a articulate way. Or not articulate, a meticulous way. There are still things you need. It's not one-to-one. Back, how's it going? It is going phenomenally, brother. We're getting so many cards. Yep. How's the grind? It's brilliant. And each person's may look a little different, but if you have the ability to make packs, you have the ability to make coins, you have the ability to get fodder, and it continues to go up, you're chilling. If all your methods are doing the opposite, you're putting way more into things than you're getting back, you're rinsing and the pack numbers are only going down, you have a solutions problem of some sorts that you got to deal with. And we'll cover that in the video today too. Yeah. Because now think about how our club's operating. Now at any point, I could have 500 plus. Worst case scenario, I could have 500 plus 85 10s ready to go. Just chilling. And then hundreds of other packs. And even if I wasn't getting a Footies team of the season, FOF in every single 85-10, the amount of recycling that I'd have to do, I'd have to make probably tens of thousands, if not 50,000 plus exchanges. I'd have to get 0 things in tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of player picks. I'd have to miss out on 10 to 50 million coins into like a 95 plus player pick with some of that fodder. If I'm doing the 3 times 87 to 90 at scale, we'd have to be so wasteful with all the low-end gold rares and gold commons that you're mixing with those cards and then putting back into exchanges, I'd have to rinse through literally hundreds of thousands of back and forths the way we're operating. You already used all the team of the weeks? No, I have 300 plus just chilling still. I'm saying I have the ability to build them out. I'm not building them out yet. We'll probably maybe later today start putting some team of the weeks in the club and building that number out. But we'll see though. So just grind the 3 times 8790 then. If you don't know how we do our 3 times 8790 grind into other things, I highly recommend watching that video because it's going to make perfect sense. If you're just hearing me say do the 3 times 8790, you're probably going to be confused. That will get you endless footies provisions. If you have endless footy provisions, you're just chilling with the 8510s. From both the perspective of making team of the weeks, if you want to make those, FOF cards that you're getting, if you want to make player picks, you have the ability to make a crap ton of player picks here. If you're looking for gold commons to mix in with your 8510s, you have the ability to do that. All of it becomes easier if you have those. The grind gets easier and easier the more packs you have. And the more packs you have, the less packs you have to make in order to make packs because you have them already. Which SBCs should I do in game so I can spam the 8510 in the web app? What's your pack situation right now, I guess? Which ones do you have hundreds of? And if you don't have hundreds of, why not? You have 100 plus provisions. If not, try to build those up. If you're low on team of the seasons, team of the weeks, footies, are you doing player picks to get them? Or do you have team of the week upgrades? If you don't have any of those, why not? Are you doing the 3 times 8790s to easily build those out and make exchanges off of? If not, why not? Bunch of different levels. Well, I'm doing the 85 times 2 repeatable provisions into the 8510. My only suggestion with that is someone who loves the 85 double. If you're doing that as a place to put gold rares to get potential extra, like let's say team of the seasons, FOFs and team of the footies, the player pick's going to be way easier to get the footies than the 85 double on average. The drop rate's way better. And I think it's going to be even crazier once the 84 plus player pick comes back. Lena, how's my baby doing? Just because you said that, I'm now going to end the stream, actually. That's crazy. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go record the 8510 video. I'm going to give you a heads up of some of the things I'm going to include in there right now. We're going to give you kind of a base analysis of how you can do this grind, what you could theoretically put in, and then from there, how you keep the grind going. We're going to refer to other grinds on the channel as parts of the grinds as well. We're going to talk about how to deal with dupe storage. We're going to talk about how to deal with the club, how you can do everything on here without even needing Foot Genie, Pale Tools, or any extension or the web app or companion app. You can literally do everything on console if you wanted to, but using anything else in addition, if you're getting SBC banned, is only going to make it easier. But yeah, take it easy, guys. Have a good rest of your day. I will see you guys Sunday. Most likely we'll be live Sunday, maybe right after new content. We'll have this video go up. We'll make this 8510 video go up in an hour or so, hour and a half maybe, and then I'll also make a secondary video to go up Sunday morning before new content. So I guess let's discuss that right now. If we're making the how to make unlimited 8510s video, would a good video for Sunday be the only SBCs you need for the grind, that sort of thing? When you upload the video, we're gonna record it right when we end the stream and then have it up in the next hour or so. What do you guys think? What would be a good secondary one? Like, what SBCs are vital for the grind? Before you make that vid, though, look into the template I put in your general. One second. Oh, did I never send that we're live on Discord? Or no, it went through. Let's take a look. This is a template for the 8510. So where it says footies, you want to change that when you run out of footies to Team of Seasons and change it back. If you look at the video, you can see how it works. Just throw in some golds off the bench, throw in your footies. It's really that simple. Replace silvers with golds if you don't have rating. Replace golds with the silver if you have too much rating. Goals to get this to 1 billion. Nice. Probably need SBC ban. Gone for that though. So I guess the question is, if you're putting in silvers, eventually, unless you're putting silvers back into your club in some fashion, you will inevitably run out of your silvers. So are you going back to doing the daily bronze and daily silver now and just using those daily as you get them? Or how are you going to account for silvers leaving your club? Where's the Discord link? Exclamation mark Discord in chat or look in the description. I do not need a thumbnail designer. Thanks for asking though, buddy. Yeah, no, you'll eventually run out though. So are you just resupplying with daily bronze and daily silver? I haven't been SBC banned yet, but people have. So SBC bans are still a thing. No? Okay, so what are you going to do when you run out of those completely? They would just use gold commons and gold rares. So if you were recommending it to people though, would you tell them to use daily bronze and daily silvers on a SBC of choice like the companion app where they don't care if they get banned and it's easy to make? As you say, I could help you become more popular, more clicks, good luck. I've never once said that. What do you mean? Makes sense if you don't mind using your 14 daily silvers. Are they getting any silvers from the 95 plus PP? Or is it all golds in those 2 packs? If they were doing this, they could technically put them in their club, but I mean, at that point, you just use gold commons, I feel like. Chris, buddy, please stop self-promoting in chat. Josh, what's up, man? Grind's going really well. Yeah, no, the reason I bring that up, though, is because the unlimited nature, right? I'm probably not... I might say a quick comment in the video where it's like, if you have bronzes and silvers and you want to do those, feel free to chuck them in. But if they're not going to be getting them perpetually the same way that they're going to be getting gold commons from the exchange, in theory, they're not really going to have to worry about them. They could make it stretch a little bit more per day. Glad to see you didn't get hit on the ban wave. Why would we? It was coin related for people who did trading, and EA's stupid because they make a lot of coins on trades, and there's bots that will buy the exact same cards out in bulk, which triggers that. And then there's gameplay glitch / hackers that people would play against, that the EA automated system wiped out a bunch of people who were doing gameplay in bulk. None of that had to do with extensions at all. We're not soft banned yet, which is good. You're saving repeatable provision essentially every single thing you're doing. True. I guess I'm trying to figure out my base framing now. Because, like, I'm going to bring up, like, you can do those things to make it stretch even further and get even more. But even then, they shouldn't necessarily... They can. They shouldn't necessarily have to, though. Was it? People were talking about it being auto SBC. Told Bandwave before 8510. The specific one last night, like, was it 14 minutes before midnight for UK? That specific one, if you go to all the big content creators that were posting about it, all the comments were people themselves that were getting banned. And if you look at, like, the cross-section of people that are talking about everything, it's traders that are doing a lot of FUTTIES trading where they're making thousands upon thousands of coins on those cards, but bots are buying those in bulk, so that's setting things off. And then a lot of the other ones don't do any bots, don't do any trading. All they do is simply play FUT champs and div rivals, and they play against hackers and cheaters. So the cross pool of the potential ban wave last night would have strictly been those two things. Could there have been separate potential bans where they looked at certain individuals for like a snipe bot or something? Absolutely. But it'd be because of a snipe bot, not because of an extension. Because if they... Think about it this way. Unless it was manual, an EA employee that did something on the weekend, they wouldn't manually go in and do that many. It would have to be something in EA's code that did it all at the same time. That would be tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of potential people getting hit on extensions at the same time. And they'd have very few people left in this game actually playing. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of give, like, the base recommendation, how you can make it stretch further than that. But, like, ultimately, if people watching the video aren't struggling to make packs, none of that matters, right? If people can already make unlimited packs, unlimited coins with the methods we already have, you're chilling. The question becomes the difference between, are you actually still going in an unlimited direction? Or is it close enough that even if you're losing a little bit in some areas, or you're being more wasteful, you're not noticing because you have hundreds? But then also too, if someone's starting from scratch and has literally nothing, what makes the most sense to work up? So for example, if no one has played this game yet, and so they have no FUTTIES, Team of the Seasons, Team of the Weeks in their club at all, they can very quickly build unlimited packs and start saving those over time while slowly getting those things, and then kind of engage with maybe the 8510s once they have like 10 to 25 so that they can consistently make up the difference. Put the provision upgrade, you unlimited will always have something to fall back on. And if they lift the cap on there, if we get provisions back next week and it's the same exact SBC but there's no rating cap, it's even easier. Like, let's just simplify this even more before I end the stream. I just want to, like, make this even easier for you guys. Base level, right? Let's say you wanted to do 1,000 a day. You'd be losing a single card. You're putting 11 cards in and you're getting 10 back. We're not having a conversation about what you're saving, what you're putting away right now. It's just the simple math, right? You're losing one card. Most of us have thousands of cards in the club, if not have the ability to get thousands of cards in the club with different packs that we have and things we're using. The only thing that I really think would end up slowing people down is not having Team of the Weeks, Team of the Seasons, FOFs, or FUTTIES. I truly believe that and the order of how they're putting other things in is the only thing stopping them. If they're not making exchanges, that's probably stopping them because they're not mixing in lower rated cards. But also, if they're not doing exchanges and mixing in the 3 times 87 to 90 to easily make even more exchanges, they're missing out on even more gold commons, gold rares, player picks, everything else they could make. Right, watch your 3 times 86 to 89 video. I have 86 to 89. You mean 87 to 90? I have 21 footies per vision right now. Should I just put the commons and low golds in with 83 rated cards into... I mean, you could do that. That is an option. I don't care about using exact rating range. I'm just using a mix of everything in my dupe storage mainly. Because here's my thing. I don't want to give a... If I have to give an exact rating range to use, I feel like the issue with that... I don't want to bottleneck people. You're going to have the ability to make endless anyways if you have the ability to make the difference. If you have the exchange packs... Bro, now I'm overthinking this. Oh, gosh. Yeah, so... 585s and above, 684s and below. You only do exchange 8510s and 2 Luke upgrades. No, I'm saying my brain's getting frozen because I'm trying to understand how... Okay, how can I say this? The issue with what you're saying, in my opinion, the 585s and above, 684s and below, might technically be correct. But the nature of that just slows people down. In the sense of, if they're using any exact ratings, they're most likely having their dupe storage fill up at other points. They're making a billion other different SBCs. They're having to cycle through a million other things. And unless they're also using an extension of some sort, their attention is in a million other areas. I want the attention, when people do the 8510s, to be solely on the 8510s, if that makes sense. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, when you're making the 8510s, you shouldn't have to worry about, in that moment, anything else. You are grinding the 8510s because you have a plethora of the special cards ready to go when needed, when you run low. You have endless gold commons and gold rares that you can pull from packs or from your club anyways. The only thing that should really slow you down is your dupe storage filling up and your club filling up, and what you do with both of those things eventually. Which, if that's the case, any of the other grinds we've shown in the past, any exchanges people can make, we can have a conversation about how far just putting this directly into exchange would go versus like the 3 times 87 to 90. I think if I hit on like those aspects, be like, do what you want. If you want to put these right into the exchange, easily will clear it. It'll get you infinitely further if you do this. I think that clears the only other problem people would have. Right? Send a voice note on Discord. You can watch it off stream. Okay. I'm going to go record in a little bit. I'm going to listen to this voice note, think about it for a few minutes, and then record. We'll have the video go up in the next hour or so if you guys are looking at it. We'll be live tomorrow, Sunday, sometime right after new content probably. I plan to have a video go up Sunday too, so we're going to record two videos now. We're going to record the 8510 to go up today, and then I'll do one with like, what SBCs do you really need? Or actually, you know what? I think doing a deeper dive on the second part of the 8510, where I'm talking about having things ready to go, I think showing a video away from the 8510 of like, hey, what does the menu grind look like outside of this so I can be ready to do a ton? Because I truly want people, when they engage with the 8510, to literally just turn their brain off and make 8510s. I don't want to have people sit here and be like, okay, well, if I put in this and that with this and that. He put it in the Discord, Joel. He has the step-by-step in there. All right, take it easy, guys. God bless. Peace.